Let's do a round two with Nahiri Boom here. No changes from the list. We did decently in the last league. Last match of the last league was a little bit of a dud. So on we go. And little Donnie, thanks for all those subs. We'll do this league in honor of you. Have I played Enchantress? Yes. There is an Enchantress video up on YouTube. Fluffy Wolf 2 space Enchantress will find it. Let's do it, Donnie. What's your prediction? You gonna Uncle DB and tell me it's 2332 our territory? There's a YouTube. Thanks, Grayus. Thanks, Grayus. <sighs> 4-1 easy. All right, I need to drop the first game and then a 4-0 easy peasy. Sounds like a plan. List was doing good. A little bit of that stumble there at the end. Kind of a couple bad hands. And that can happen. We're only playing 23 lands and you're trying to do quite a few 4 drops and stuff. And while I do play a lot of 21 land things, I also run 9 rituals typically. So we've been adjusting that ever so slightly since the banning of dear old Simeon Spirit Guide. It's been 1 year. We're very close to it. Wu-Tang 08, our opponent. Mad the Viking, thank you for the follow. And Shredder Khan, thank you for the follow as well. All right. Well, Chalice for Luris sounds good. Lands, Destruction, sounds good. Fury, kills things, sounds good. Please don't be Monkey. All right. Do we let that live? I'm going to let it live. Then we'll do everything next turn. Uh-oh, Watery Grave. Just dash a monkey in. Thank you. All right, in for 3. They find a Seasoned Pyromancer off the top, and away it goes. All right, so what are we going to do here? We are going to boom bust probably the red source. And I think, let's see here. Do I want to Chalice or do I want to boom bust and get greedy? Maybe I Chalice first. Chalice and then just Fury away this. Let's start with a Chalice on 1. I really feel like I should just Fury this. I feel like it's actually correct to Fury around the Seasoned Pyromancer. Keep the boom bust and blow up a land here. Make sure they're not getting extra value out of this. Hopefully they don't have like K command here. It's expressive. This is a good reason to get rid of the blue source. Doesn't hurt to get rid of the red source either. Bobble. Polluted Delta. Okay, they can get whatever they want. Gotta get to this Karn, obviously. Luckily, we are protected from unholy heats. Oh, Polluted Delta in here, too. What do we got? Basic Swamp. Basic Swamp. All right, Rustvale tapped and boom bust. The red source, make it so the treasure token has to be used here. Let's do it. I mean, any fetch land is gonna like mess us up anyway. If they miss the red source for a turn here, the Karn can come down. A little afraid of Drown the Lock, but I've only got 2 things down here, so there's a dress down. Draws a card. They use the treasure token, by the way. That's good for us. Red. Croxa. Croxa's in play. All right. So I guess I'm going down here and getting a bridge. Be funny to get a Chalice on 2, but I gotta stop this Croxa. We'll ditch a Sunbait Canyon, obviously. There's no way they'd let the Karn stay here. Let her stand. Land drop. This is an easy 3-2. Goodbye, Karn. We loved you. We loved you, Karn. All right, bridge. A braid's actually good to see here. It's going to take care of the lures because I imagine they're going to just try to start bobbling or doing dress down things. So I do like that. It's good for us. Fetch, fetch, fetch before you do this. Whoop. That. Okay. Guess they're looking for something to kill the bridge. Obviously, K command is the most typical thing to do that. Feel a little awkward having waited here now, because my opponent might have a drown in the lock. Maybe we should have in response to the bobble. Okay, we're good. Bobble draw. Top of the library is another Abrade. Let's draw again. Okay. Okay. 13 all. They take whatever they had on top. That's not a good sign. Express it. Okay. That was probably what it was. Croxa is seen here. Plays a land. Shocked him, by the way. I guess I want to get rid of a braid. Because on the off chance I finally do get to cast something, Fury doesn't kill this, but could block it. They can recast this Croxa too. One, two, three, four, five, and then they 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cast this. I'll be okay with taking 3 if Crocs is what they're gonna do. The idea being if they have something to kill this, at least I have a blocker. Here, have 4 damage. Enjoy. All right. Hiding behind the bridge. It's what we do. This is a good Sanctifier matchup, by the way. Speaking of the Sanctifier, I think it was Snoring Dad asking questions about it. Expressive iteration. This game is slowly getting away from us. One's got a lot of cards in hand. Probably a lot that they can't cast. Death Shadows, Bolts, Darcies, Unholy Heats. Checks us instead of them, not using the Polluted Delta for filtering. Just fetches. They were planning to fetch. That was their MO. Watery Grave, shocks in, down to 8. I'm going to do a Croxa here. I'm going to take 3. Yeah, let's do it. All right, I take 3. We're going to probably take another 3 because they can do this another time. Then they can just burn a bunch of spells off into the, the ether here. All right. Let's just hold on to this. Saves me 3 life. Pass turn. Needing Nahiri or Karn, really. Karn would help me scoop up the graveyard. Nahiri would at least give me the ability to check each top deck and then maybe do something from there. Looks like they're recasting Kroxa. I'm going to just lose the Liquid Metal Torque. That's fine. This hurts us if we don't draw an Abrade and didn't have the Torque out. Killing this. But 4 mana, 5 cards, and, no damage. I'll take it. 2 Ragavans hit the bin. Cascading Cataract. I'm going to hold it again. The reason I'm going to hold it is if I draw Nahiri, I can loot. If I draw Boom Bust, then we can play land and boom or bust, which I will happily do. Death Shadow, go into the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4. They could play another and get Kroxa. All right, Flagstone's into play past turn. So many lands. Luckily, they're not doing the Kroxa stuff here. Okay. Would have been a reason to hold something else. There's an Unholy Heat. We'll be cycling this probably. Throwing everything into the graveyard. They've decided this is how they're going to kill me. Or they're going to try to, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. One more. Every time they tap red, I get nervous. All right, they went to second main. Let's go ahead and use Valakut Awakening. Get rid of this Cascading Cataract. Some of the spells they have might be Drown the Locks. Speaking of. Speaking of. I'm going to hold on to both of these past turn. We're going deep this game. Okay, command. Nope. All right. We're going to ditch the plains here. We're ditching the plains because the Cascading Cataract in the event of a boom bust, specifically the bust side, stays around. Granted, we have a lot of lands that stay around. Down to 7. Has enough for Drown the Lock. Pass the turn. We're hitting the patch of lands in our library that we meticulously put there on purpose. Fails to find a swamp or mountain off the Bloodstained Mire. Cleansing a string of Cleansing Wildfires would probably Stone Rain them a bunch. If we did that, I don't know if we could quite get them off black, but it'd be interesting. Maybe we try for red. All right, we're doing Kroxa again. I'm going to 4. We're leaving up Drown. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Feeling like I should have kept the Valakut Awakening. I gotta get through the counter at some point, though. All right, we're gonna hold Fury as a way to pitch to Kroxa. It doesn't do anything by itself against their Kroxa. The other thing is I can hold one more land here and actually attack. So I might entertain this. I go 2 more, try to cast Fury. Then my opponent has to block, and because of the Fury, it would have done enough damage in first strike. Man, that's a narrow line, but we're going to go for it. Maybe I should have been doing that before. I mean, I feel like they would block, and then we wouldn't have had the second Fury, right? We have to have the Fury in order to do that line. Oh gosh. Oh. All right. Bridge be gone. Dang it. All right. Got rid of the bridge because of the K command, and the drown kills the creature. If we played the extra Fury, we would have a blocker. We would have top decked into Sacred Foundry, and then they would have attacked and killed. Dang it. All right. That was fun. Day of Judgment's in, Chalice in, Sanctifier's in, Torque's out. Braids are okay. Cleansings are okay. Let's see here. I need 4 cards. Let's do 2 pillages, 1 cleansing, 1 boom bust. Bring back the cleansing wildfire. They only have like 3 basics. But because of Monkey as well, destroying lands isn't the high priority here. We need a block. Probably the diversity in case you run into something like a meddling mage. They're the same except regen doesn't exist on Day of Judgment. Also, Day of Judgment, you can get it in a mystical archive if you're about that cool borders. But that way you have two things and they can't name it. Creature lists can try to prevent you from, getting there. Definitely keep this. Sanctifier looks great. Delicious hand. Tasty deliciousness. Just don't steal anything from me. Do I Chalice first? Probably, unless this is Ragavan. Nice. We'll Chalice first here, and then see about maybe Sanctifier or abrading the Darcy off the table. Okay. Engineered on 0. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. I assume they're going to plan to blow this up. Attacks for 1. All right. Well, I'll play the Sanctifier down. Opponent's going to blow up the Chalice, but luckily we have this to block a little creature if it exists here. Goodbye, Chalice. We were so close to preventing that. All right, what do we got from you, opponent? Fetching. I assume shocking in. Down to 12. Extra Darcy here. Fury would be great. Inquisition. Okay. Takes a braid, I assume. Braid kills one of these. Like I said, Fury off the top would be nice. We have an opportunity to cast Seasoned Pyromancer and avoid a... Oh, they take that instead. Okay. You have a follow-up one? Do you have a follow-up spell? The answer's starting to really look like no. Another black spell. Thoughtseize. All right. Maybe these will grow, and if they grow, they fly. Oh, they put the card on top. Well, that's not good. So they put the card on top. If they keep Cleansing Wildfire, we'll fire that off. Shuffles the card away. Or we could chalice on one. What'd they put on top? Death Shadow, Expressive Iteration. What do we care about here? I think it's just another chalice on one. I want to get rid of the topped card, but I think the chalice on one might just be better. And I probably attack here. I'm really nervous that they're going to start killing me by just getting these to 3/3s. So the card on top could be something that gets them there, where this begins the race. Luris goes to hand here. Okay. It's like a good sign. I know that EE is here. I could do the Tormod's Crypt to get rid of the EE so it doesn't exist. I think I want to do that. And I'm not going to attack here, so I can defend Karn. I could then down tick and get like Worm Coil or something. They'll probably force me to pop this by playing Luris, which is fine. Combat. Yes, attack. Woo! All right, block. Okay, we killed one. Put Karn to 2. Now we have K command to get rid of this. K command, destroy 2 damage. I think I cry. That's a good play. Nothing yet. Gotta do it at upkeep. I'm gonna go up here with the Karn. I could go down and get Wormcoil Engine. And we don't care about the Karn. Maybe we value that better. Wormcoil is pretty tasty here, actually. If I see a land here, I might do that with the flagstones. Yeah, okay, commanding though. All right, destroy, surveil, all the good stuff. Okay. Okay, new land. Let's go ahead and blow up our land. Use all the abilities. Wonder if I just blow up one land here or if I try to get more out of this. We've lost. You know what? Let's just bust away the blue source. And I think my rationale for this is if they have a monkey, go for it. But this way they have to have a land to get Luris into play. The Death Shadow. Okay, and a monkey. I'll take my 1. Not necessarily Legend the Rule. We're shuffling anyway at some point during that entire transaction. Opponent does not attack me. Jeez. Chalice on 1. Pass turn. This is getting weird. Can't really attack because of the Death Shadow. I'll take my 2 lumps here. I hate these decisions that I have. If I put a Chalice on 3, I can't go get Bridge, which is currently, what, in my sideboard? I guess I attack for 2 and Day of Judgment here. We've got the new Chalice in play. We have a Tormod's Crypt protecting a lot of things, so... Boom. Goodbye. All right. Let's see what happens. Well, that's frustrating. That's frustrating, but all right, I take no damage. Sure. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Stops K Command and Luris. I mean, I kind of have Luris on check, I guess. Can I not flood out here, please? I'm asking for small things. All right. Throws it to the graveyard. We're watching the graveyard carefully here. I'm playing anything that when Boom Bust shows up, I can bust and, like, be okay. Bloodstained Mire is an excellent draw for them. Now they have the whole Drown the Lock thing going for themselves again. We could invert the Tormod's Crypt and hit ourselves, which is interesting. I don't want lands anymore. My opponent's debating whether they want to play the Luris down or not. I think it's a fine thing to do here. I go to 1 to do this. It's kind of nuts. All right, so I think I go here, clear that. Obviously, Drown the Lock's kind of a problem. Winning hand? Something? Please, no more lands. I don't have hardly any lands left. We're drawing a lot of them, that's for sure. They're going back up to 4. Like I said, they probably have Drown the Lock in hand. Well, that's a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably a turn late, though. Here's Drown the Lock, number 1. Like I said, turn late because they were tapped out the previous turn. That would have cleared the Luris. The Crocs would beforehand cleared the Abrade, which was going to kill the Luris as well. Opponent's going to 7. We're going to, what is that, 8? Oh, now they're hitting lands. Now they're hitting lands. No. You watching this? It's slipping away from us. Cleansing Wildfire in the Watery Grave would be nice. I mean, I got to rush them out. I got to force them to have a bunch of Drown the Locks. They don't. This blocks well. We're in the game. We're in the game. F6 button achieved. Oh no, Bobbles. Oh no, where's my card in the greatest of creators? We're gonna draw so many cards. Dress Down? Dress Down's a good card here. I can still block. I probably would. But it's kind of an interesting card. They use blue. We have a window open, whatever we top deck here. A spell. A spell. Spell, 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 spell. They know what I'm drawing, so they're not. They have no fear. Spell, 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 spell. Yield. Spell. Karn, the greatest creator. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I know what I'm getting. I'm getting this one. Oh, yes. A worm coil engine here. Opponent. I'm going after your face. Here we go. Right on time, Karn. Thanks for showing up. Turn 16. I guess we had one earlier. Face is the place. What else could I get? Nothing. There's nothing else to get. Face, place. Looking to end them. Ooh. Kill this. Nope. All right. What else do I have? Nothing that I want. Let's go combat. For lethal. Going for the good old lethal. Blocks worm coil. I'm going to gain some life possibly here. Oh, 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 oh. You can't shock it in. You'll die to this. Or you can shock it in and you'll die to that. Fog? Oh, that's true. I'll gain 3. That's true. This game... Oh, you're right. I'll gain 3 too. We're still playing Magic. It's true. My brain's a little derpy tonight. Honor of the new emote. Do I want to do anything with this? Let's just go up on one of these. Okay. They're at 3. What, K-Command the Chalice and triple quad bolt me? Won't be enough. All right, 5 minutes for my opponent to try to beat us in game 3. Do we change anything? Probably not. This game's going to be quick. I guess if they had that plus a bunch of Death Shadows, they could have blocked some. Worm Coils would have had to gotten through some Death Shadows. Could have been a thing. No, regen rarely matters. We don't have black in the list. And it's just you'd play a second Wrath of God. Day of Judgment's just another card in case you need to avoid something like a Meddling Mage type of effect. All right, Wu-Tang 08. All right, we're going to keep this hand. We have a removal spell, and we have 2 board wipes, which are nice. We'll see what they do here, though. They could shred the hand, and we'll be in trouble. Begin shredding. Seasoned Pyromancer hits the button. Classic Inquisition Thoughtseize bug. Extra steam vents here. Red mana. There's Ragavan, followed by nothing. All right. Let's go ahead and try to kill this. Try to kill it right here. If they have like a Spell Pierce. I'm not going to care. We're killing this. Clock is factored in here a little bit. Who needs these Day of Judgments, Wrath of Gods? Not us. I'm going to season Pyromancer with this top deck, beautiful land, basic plains. Never mind. Won't matter. We need the plains anyway because we're going to wrath them. We might be dead, though, in like 3 turns, 4 turns. This is Death Shadow. Oh, boy. It's going to be a race. Tap, land, go. Had a plains in it. Just happened to be a mountain and a plains. Shockson and Watery Grave. 1 card. 1 card. That's all we got to beat. 1 card. What is the 1 card? Lures to hand. Okay. Two cards. Land, land, land. Right on time. Boom. Day of Judgment. Pow. Nice. Expressive Iteration. They know it's a Wrath of God. They got to play quickly. I wouldn't hate a land here. They can dash in Monkey to avoid Wrath of God. So land isn't bad because Season Pyromancer makes tokens blocking dashing Monkey. Oh. It was a Sunbaked Canyon, but we lost it. Thanks, Monkey. That awkward moment where the Wrath of God is probably still better. Shoot. Luris, Death Shadow? Gosh, how do I beat that? If I lose the Wrath of God? 9, 4. It's a 4/4. A Fury off the top would do it. One, two, three. Dash, Monkey. Play. I'm going to wait 1 turn. But I'm really worried that they're going to be able to play Luris and then have a way to defend it. And this is just going to be Monkey dashed again. So if I hit another spell, what could be nifty is I could have a couple blockers. There's the Fury we talked about. Now they get to cast it. They choose not to. All right, I'll get rid of the Wrath of God. All right, land here. This lands. Play land in. Attempt to cast Season Pyromancer, resolved really quickly. There's a Fury. Okay. Putting things together slowly. We can... Well, we were putting them together. Now they can Luris and Death Shadow, and the Death Shadow will be relatively large. I guess I have Season Pyromancers in the bin. Besides Crocs is the line here. I take 3 more. It's not a bad line because every attack is 3 more. That's not bad. Karn uptick, pass turn. Hope they can't remove this. If they can't, downtick bridge. That doesn't do anything. It's Luris and 2 unknowns. Please don't remove this. Please don't remove this. Please. I didn't go get the bridge because when they attack, I lose the card in my hand. Dashing Monkey. Okay. I respect that. Respect that, Monkey. Oh, faces the place. Well, I got to keep good old Karn alive. It's Luris and an unknown card here. Please don't be K Command. Okay, it was an expressive iteration. Still a dangerous card. Looking for K command, probably. Polluted Delta is what they show. Monkey Lurrus Unknown. So obviously I go get Bridge. I play that. I died of bolts too. Do I wait for the... I died of Croxes as well. I mean, I died of a K command regardless. I'm going to hold here. Going to top deck that land. Put the Chalice on 3. Oh, doesn't matter. They have got the K command. Okay, that doesn't kill it. EE is non-activatable. Now I kind of wish I had a Chalice on 1. Oh, Darcy. I was like, oh, it's going to be Bolt. All right. Land. Sanctifier's okay. Get rid of this. Place Sanctifier. Graveyard poof. Okay. I'm still trying to wait for the Chalice on 3. Because then that would prevent Lurrus too at this point. There's Death Shadow. Things are getting scary. I could attack. Oh, there's the land. Let's get rid of this. And let's throw a Chalice on 3. Going for the full lock if I can. Okay. Chalice on 1 or Croxa needed to be prevented. Oh. There we go. I'll just bust the lands. Just bust the land. Bust the lands. All right, we'd win the first one. Sideboard, I could get Liquid Metal Coating, I suppose, and start shutting them down. But I would start with probably a bust, and then I keep the 2 lands. I'm probably good from there. Nice. Nice. All right, 1 down. 4 to go. Never played Lurrus. Got lucky when they played the Engineered Explosives. Had the Karn out. Woo! What a match 1. It's been a night, that's for sure. Let's find our next opponent. It was a nice match. We're having some good ones tonight. Every now and then we'll have a good one. It's got to be the Lizard. Bad Luck Bandits, our opponent. Why such bad luck? Maybe you're good luck. Lurrus opponent again. All right, let's keep. I'm going to stand as well. All right. Let's play the Rust Veil and pass the turn. Leg is killing me out of nowhere. Standing. Flex the leg. All right. Blood Crypt, Bloodstain Mire. A monkey has arrived. We'll hold on the Abrade here. I don't need them to dash in another monkey. Steam Vents is a little bit scary. Kill. No Drown the Lock for this one. Please no other counter spell. Nice. All right, survives. Is that Darcy? Do we have a follow-up? And a Thoughtseize. All right. Takes the Fury because the Fury kills Darcy? It's kind of a ways off. Maybe Seasoned Pyromancer is gone here. Bye, Seasoned Pyromancer. There you go. Bobble as well, doing some more Surveil. Surveil, dress down. They kept something on top there. Checks the top of our library. Play a Liquid Metal Torque, put the tap land in. Next turn I can cast Fury. Unless they go stealing. Opponent's at 13 life, getting close to Death Shadows again. Looks like we're going to have to battle against the Death Shadow once more. Excuse me. Surveil with the Mishra's Bauble off the top. Scalding Tarn to the bin. Okay. Expressive Iteration. Really digging here. A lot of digging. What do you got? What'd you find? Yes, no, maybe so. Drown in the Lock. All right, Drown the Lock's pretty good for them. They can kill the Fury. I need more things in my graveyard for them to do that, though. I guess that's exiled, so I guess technically it's not in hand. So I guess I don't have to worry about it. Never mind. Thoughtseize. A lot of card types. Unholy Heat obliterates Fury, obviously. There's a Pillage. All right, let's go ahead and Fury away the Darcy while we have the opportunity here. No damage to my opponent thus far. Pillage would have been nice, but I'm fully expecting that they have a land somewhere in there. Probably kept one off the Expressive Iteration. Plus a bunch of draws here. 2 draws plus the draw for the turn. Ancestral Recall for our opponent. Built through Baubles. They just try to kill this. There's a Bauble. Uses Bauble. Checks them. There's their land. Does not fetch. Or does not appear to be fetching, at least. Boombust would be nice here. Boombust Flagstones go after this. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a Liquid Metal Coating could come out here. I could also put a Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1's kind of an interesting one here because I don't usually get access to that so quickly. I think I go for it. I know the Chalice on 1 gets stopped by the whole Braid Seasoned Pyromancer being in the yard, but I think this is very much worth a shot. This would stop a lot of problem things, and then they'd have to probably choose between Karn or Fury in order to kill. I just so happen to have a Chalice in the sideboard for games 1. So let's see if it resolves. And if it resolves, I think I'm punching in with Fury. Power Punch. They don't like this. Fetches and shocks. There's the drown. I will attack for 6. All right, they bolt the Fury away. All right. The Chalice was scary. Decides Expressive Iteration again. If I'm lucky enough, I'll Karn down tick and get a bridge at this point. Inquisition is what's revealed. The fetching. Blood Crypt shocks in, going to 7. Fires the Inquisition off, and they take care of Karn here, I assume. All right, clear board. What do we want to do here? Nahiri? Nahiri's probably fine. Protect Nahiri after Luris shows up for 1 turn, and then we're going to get an Emrakul. Pretty easy to do. We got Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll see if they have another Unholy Heat here. Expressive. I guess Luris isn't even in hand yet. It's still in the companion zone. Get out of here, Luris. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. Take a Boom Bust. Ragavan. Revealed. Shrink this up. Dashes in the monkey. Keeps Nahiri in check, or... No, goes after me. Finds a Cascading Cataracts. I'm good to see that go away. And Unholy Heats. All right. They had kind of everything. Pass turn. See if they dash in a monkey here. They do not dash. They do have a Death Shadow, though. Fetching. And put Luris to hand. All right, this is where a Pillage works nicely with Liquid Metal Torque or an Abrade, so those aren't bad. Problem being that they're about to play a Luris down, so they just get this back. But I think they still got to do it, right? Just attack for 2. Easy block with Ragavan if they would like to. Put them to 5. Down to 4 they go. This is where I wish the list did have a, like, Helix or Bolt. I know we have Chalice's main decked and stuff, but wouldn't hate it sometimes. That's a good card I wish I had in my hand right now. Maybe they'll play the Seasoned Pyromancer and give them some blockers. Really wouldn't be bad for them. Luris and play the Seasoned Pyromancer plus Bobble? I almost would do it. All right, Death Shadow, Luris, Ragavan things. Chalice is a turn too late. Well, we're chump blocking, I think. I think we're chump blocking. Let's use this Flagstones here. Trying to hold on to it for something in the future. They've got to drown a lock. Thin the library slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I need Karn plus Bridge, I think. If they attack, Nahiri wouldn't be the worst. They won't attack with Luris, I don't think. I think I have to let the Ragavan hit me, so I have an extra blocker. Chris's Death Shadow is broken. Well, then we beat the broken one yesterday, or last match yesterday. That's a lot of pain. Karn off the top, one time. They cast my Season Pyromancer, ditch whatever this is. Thoughtseize. Come on, Karn, where are you at? Help us out. Great creator. Be the great creator we needed. Well, they have 3 Death Shadows, so a Braid's not going to do it. All right. Day of Judgments, the Chalice comes in, the Sanctifiers come in. We got rid of the Pillages last time. 1 Boom Bust. And I'm trying to remember what the other thing we got rid of. Was it both Liquid Metal Torques? Because it's a lower to the ground game. I think it might have been. Because I think I kept all the Cleansing Wildfires in. This looks about right. Sanctifier stops quite a bit of problem cards. Day of Judgment to clean up. Cleansing Wildfire because they have like 3 basics or so. Boom Busts. Braids interact with Liquid Metal Torque or Liquid Metal Coating. We can get those through Karn. We want to get the bridge through Karn. I might have brought in the Timely as well. But that might have been League 1. All right, no lands, but a bunch of cleansings. Need lands to play Magic. This is doable. Slow, but doable. Get rid of a Rust Veil. All right, let's see what ends up happening here. We might be playing a Season Pyromancer pretty quickly here. My opponent can shred the hand. We've talked about that a little bit. I could see Darcy in the next turn shredding. We'll see, though. You think Larissa or Bob are going to get banned on Tuesday? We'll find out. Oh, and? Not or? Oh, big call from Last God. All right, opponent takes my Season Pyromancer. We pick up on a Braid, which is good. Prevents us from dying to a Dashing Monkey. Darcy. Let this happen. Unban KCI. Darcy hits the bin. We might be looking for a land. They might have missed. Nope, they didn't miss. They have a land. Watery Grave shocks in. There's the Death Shadow. All right. The big question is, where do I rip the Braid off to? I think part of me wants to just go after the Darcy because it's just so much more value. And we're gonna rip 2 lands here, and we have 2 answers to Death Shadow because they're gonna start attacking me. Dang it. That's an answer right now if I wanted to. Why did I shoot a Braid? If only I had the answer. I'm going to hold here. I'm going to hold. My gut's telling me to hold. I'm going to top deck that land. We're going to use either Nahiri or Day of Judgment to clear the Death Shadow. We only have 2 cards in the graveyard. We don't need to add a 3rd by tossing the Nahiri with the Fury. Death Shadow is not that scary. It may get big here, but we have answers. Answers I like. Fetches and shocks. Swings 4. Lures to hand. Extra Death Shadow. Land. Ripping it off. Please no counter. Please no counter. Oh, no. We are going to hope my opponent can't grow these anymore. Oh, they can. We didn't want to throw the Fury to the Nahiri to kill one of them. Hoping that land or red source Nahiri down tick on them when they attacked. But this is lethal. Alright, they had the Spell Pierce that got rid of the Day of Judgment. There's the Chalice. We weren't going to draw the red card for the Fury Nahiri plan anyway. Bummer. Big bummer. Alright, we beat them once. And we lose to them once. Let's go find match 3. They knew about the Wrath? That's true. That's true, right? They had Thought Seized earlier, and they took the Seasoned Pyromancer. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way to play out of that. With that Chalice coming, if we would have done the Fury, then everything would have kind of turned out the same way, right? All right, we're on the draw here. I am going to keep opponent's mulliganing to 6. We have Rustvale plus land for Boom Bust. Let's see what our opponent's doing. They have a fancy hat on. That's what they're doing. Fancy hat. All right, opponent. You got it. I believe in you. 1 minute to play that land. They kept 6. One minute to play the land. 2 minutes to play the land. 3 minutes. Play the land. Do. Flooded Strand. Fetching. All right. Control. Always picking up a loss. All right, another Ragavan game. That kind of plays well against our land destruction. Well, Ragavan hits. Be funny if they had a Boom Bust and they tried to do it. Do it. Dang, why didn't they do that? All right, we'll try. I have a feeling this is countered. Got to work our way up to Karn, hopefully get Karn down. There's a counter spell. So we're against some sort of blue moon with Ragavan. This is going to be a tough game. We all have Boil. Squirtle Squad. Expressive Iteration. All right. Keeping their treasure tokens alive for obvious good reasons. Seasoned Pyromancer wouldn't be bad. Gets rid of the Emrakul and the Rustvale. Then it creates blockers so that Karn can be defended. Well, that's an angry Squirtle. Lightning Bolts. It's really good against Karn. Pretty good against Karn. It's good against my face, too. They're going to ice a land. Okay. Land hath been iced. We'll play the Rustvale Bridge. Tap, pass turn. Opponent decides using 2 mana to tap me out here is a good idea. Pass the turn. All right, in for 2, down to 14. Top is Liquid Metal Torque. They could play that. They could do that. Ramp them. Ramping that they could do. They choose not to, leaving Counterspell open. I'm going to jam the Karn straight into the Counterspell. We got to get through the Counterspells anyway. Maybe it's our Archmage Charm. It's Archmage Charm. All right. If only we could have gotten rid of this monkey at some point. The Abrade would have done it. Boombust would have been good. There's a Karn the Great Creator. That would have been a great follow-up. It's stealing all of our good cards here. Just hardcast Emrakul. Yep. We'll get there. 3 mana Teferi. There's the Teferi. Okay. Draws a card. Fails to find a land still. Let's go ahead and draw with ours just to see what's going on. Karn's always nice to see. 3 damage to Ragavan and pass the turn. We're doing it while they're tapped out. Because counterspells. Has nothing to do with this static ability that most people forget, including myself. Counterspells, not fairy. Ooh, expressive. Well, I get to Karn. I could downtick and get Pithing Needle on 1. Pithing Needle on 1. Of course it's on 1. I don't know, though. I know they have a bolt, right? Well, they reveal the bolt. I guess I don't know if they have another bolt. I guess let's test to see if they have the bolt, right? You gotta test these things. Karn, downtick, Pithing Needle. Name Teferi. This is time. Time Raveler. Because it keeps time. Red and blue, dashing monkey. Could attack Karn. Kind of interesting, right? Go after that Karn. Don't get the top of the library. Ooh, does go after Karn. Okay. I don't believe I can go after their lands because that just opens them up to an extra mana. Probably go after my own Cascading Cataract. Ooh, all right. Island. Oh, crap. Stoneforge. Batterskull. Oh, gosh. Okay. That is not a bad card. Let's do Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's get rid of Emrakul. I'm going to hold on to the Cleansing Wildfire. That was not a bad top deck. Okay. Uptick. I feel like I want to boom bust the steam vents. I also feel like that if I were to somehow not get hit with a counter spell, next turn we could bust. It is a sweet list. A lot of conversation about the R&D stuff next week. We'll get to that in a second. Got to make a decision here. So opponent got Batterskull. Do they have... My question is, do they have Cauldron Complete? If they have Cauldron Complete, I'm going to want to get rid of the white. So I probably have to get rid of the white. As much as I kind of don't want to. And then we'll put like a Sacred Fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put the mountain down and pass turn. Fake a bolt or something. Yeah, I can't activate. I know there's a Batterskull here. I'm really concerned about Cauldron Complete. Okay, so a lot of talk. I think Luris could see something in Modern, possibly. The only reason I say that is there's like 3 or 4 types of lists that do play Luris. And that kind of is getting the homogenized feeling, if you will. And they definitely don't like that when that happens. Man. Kind of sucky here. Let's go after myself here, only because I don't want to unlock planes if they have it. Grab my own planes here. Play this. We'll draw with it. Braid. Guess we'll go up one more time here. I'll abrade. Let's do Stoneforge. Legendary. Let's see that counterspell. Thanks. All right. Pass turn with both of the blockers back. Please no white source here. Got to prevent Ragavan from getting that white source. Karn's doing a good job of that too, but I'm expecting some bolt here at some point. I could see Ragavan being at least maybe potentially mentioned on some sort of watch list as well. Part of the reason being that Ragavan is forces very weird plays. Like, you have to build to respect it, so you can't build like a sorcery-based list. If you do, you're gonna have a real hard time and Ragavan takes over. And so that's a weird deck building constraint that kind of Ragavan forces. The other thing is that it is kind of crazy, but Ragavan seems to do a lot more than I think they potentially intended for it to do. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but I do think there's... All right, this is where we lose. Oh, they don't have a bolt. Nice. Ragavan and Fury is like how you build red decks, and I don't know if they particularly like that. Expressive Iteration here, off Snapcaster. And I think they're definitely probably watching that. All right, opponent's looking for more mana here, just a hard cast, probably Batterskull at this point. I don't know if I follow back here with like maybe Wormcoil or try to get Chalice on 1. There's their lands. Do they have the bolt? I mean, Ragavan could be 2 mana. There's already a commander card that's 2 mana that does similar things to Ragavan, but it's 2. Polluted Delta, Fetch Shock. Oh, nope, Hallowed Fountain. That's good for this. Could be a Pithing Needle, though. Prismatic Ending. Okay. Teferi's going up here now. Fury would be great. That could find a Fury. All right. Let's put our land in. We are going to shock it in. Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's draw some cards. Where's our Fury? We can still cast it, by the way. There we go. Everything dies. On this note, I'll probably send Karn up here to keep it for Batterskull, and we'll go 3 it to Fairy past turn. Woo! All right, opponent. What's your next play? Woo! Board is clear, or pretty clear at least. Karn would take double bolts to get rid of it. Just plays a Batterskull. Just plays a Batterskull. Pillage. Not a pillage, but I'll attempt a redraw here. Sometimes pillage is a little shy. You know, like really shy. Didn't get there. I didn't get there. Sideboard. Chalice 1 might be worth it here. Could also get like a relic. I could just uptick here as well. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe I just Fury and blow this up. Fury, blow it up and go get Chalice 1 feels pretty good. Seasoned Pyromancer showing in full force here. Uptick's pretty good too, but this removes the token I attack. My opponent's played Stoneforge and also Ragavan, so we don't really play into probably Supreme Verdict. We could downtick to get Chalice, put it on 1 and stop a bolt. We could also get Relic here and just stop any like Snapcaster things. At that point, they've got 3 cards and they've got to block a wall of creatures. I think that killing that there is probably fine. All right, this is a Chandra Awakened Inferno matchup. Chalice is still okay, but probably only worth the 3 of. Cleansing Wildfire weaker in this matchup. Sanctifier is probably a no-go. They have Prismatic Ending, which is going to make things weird. Maybe I do Cleansing in and then this out because of Prismatic. Yeah, I know. I know it doesn't, but killing it there does kind of the same thing. We wanted to do attack. If I just uptick and I swung out, they can block Fury and just lose the Batterskull because it's going to become inanimate. I don't get as much damage in. All right. I think I'm kind of happy with pretty close to just running as is. Yeah. I mean, if I really wanted to like replay the Seasoned Pyromancer and just uptick and wait a turn, that's probably okay, but then they get to untap. And I kind of wanted to swing in for damage. Gotta get that damage in when you can. You never know with those control players. They'll start stealing things and other shenanigans. Our Pithing Needle on Teferi was probably really key too. Okay, that's a weird hand. I think I can keep this. And use Fury pitching probably Boom Bust to kill Ragavan if that's their first play. It's Darcy, maybe I'd wait. Opponent's mulled to 6. Keep 6. All right. Lands are appreciated here, but not always necessary. Let's see if they dash in a monkey here. Keep it out of the spotlight. There's a Triome. Oh, the knee. The knee just popped. Polluted Delta. Island. Stone Forge. All right. Happy to kill that. Happy to kill that. Cauldron complete. Liquid metal. I might save the boom bust now that I have 2 Nahiris. Kind of just get rid of the duplicate cards. Kill this, pass the turn. Went ahead and played the liquid metal torque to keep me on curve here a little bit. I don't have a land, so I kind of have a freebie here. It's a little weak if they play Teferi, but I can't assume that they always have Teferi. Very worried about the Stone Forge. And if they play Teferi, at least it can Fury it away. Pass turn. We'll wait on the Fury. See if I can get lucky here with maybe not having to burn it on the Boombuster, the Nahiri. Now we're behind. How quick we fall behind. There we go. Fury looking good here, 2 and 2. Batterskull and Cauldron. We'll get to those momentarily. Opponent's got a counter spell. It's not very good for us. Indestructible land. Thank you. All right. We get to blow up this and one of these. They might go to counter, then I can use the Fury to clear the board. And I do believe I need to clear the board here. It's getting kind of sketchy. And they can't play Batterskull down here, which is good. I almost hope for a monkey. At the same time, I don't think I wish that on myself. Expressive's not too bad. They'll probably have a counter spell for Karn. They did float mana like they had it last turn. So as long as they hit another land here, they're good. If they don't, then we might be playing a different kind of game here. I'll take a running 2 lands here. Karn down tick. Go get liquid metal coating. Forces the bolt, and then if I hit another land, it's Karn and liquid metal coating. Start upticking. There's Ragavan. Do they dash here? I almost wouldn't mind them dashing. Like I said, I don't really wish it on myself, but this turns off the token. They think they're getting closer, when really they're not. Cleansing Wildfire was not a land. Ragavan back to hand. Nice. We do hit the lands. All right. Karn. I kind of want to uptick on the treasure token. We'll worry about down ticking for whatever it is we need to go get at a later date. Kind of make the Karn annoying to deal with here. Monkey. Attacks me. Opponent has 2 mana, and they find themselves a Fury. Fury's actually pretty good. Bolt this and then pitch something from hand and kill this. Woo. Spicy. Leave themselves up a counter spell. That's frustrating. Stoneforge is frustrating. I need to kill that. I don't have double red. This is really awkward. Fails to find an equipment, so they just have these 2. I guess I'll go get bridge at this point. Gotta defend, right? Hopefully they don't have force of negation. That awkward kind of find it, but kind of don't find it. All right, Monkey and Stoneforge can't attack me. Can't get rid of the Fury in hand. Lacking a second red. Lacking a red card in general. But now we are defended here. I think I want a Pithy Needle next to prevent Teferi. Teferi scares me. Teferi bounce this, activate, Cauldron Complete comes in. Then we much toast. Ragavan dashed in. 1. Puts it within bolt range. This will give him 4 mana. Seasoned Pyromancer. Cannot cast that. I didn't want that. I need double red. Do they bolt? Red floating. All right, it's dead. Now we have treasure tokens. They could use them with the Seasoned Pyromancer. Wouldn't be the worst. What to do, opponent? What to do? Ragavan back to hand and stepped. I think I go for Karn again here. This goes straight into a counter spell, but it uses at least 1 to 2 of the treasure tokens. The Chalice kind of looks very tempting to keep. We have a bridge protecting us. We do know 2 cards are equipment, so they gotta have a counter spell somewhere else. Red and blue. Just gonna go up here past turn. I don't want to activate, like, use the red man on the far left there and uptick on the Liquid Metal Torque to create a blocker. I don't want to do that. I just don't. Maybe I should have a blocker now they have a Snapcaster. Well, they flash in and go for the bolt, but they accidentally use the red mana. It's okay, learning. We're all learning. The Dash and Monkey, they can do 5 to Karn. This is getting problematic for poor old Karn here to live for a few more turns. Now what, opponent? This is game 2. We're up a game. Opponent's got 6 minutes 50 on the clock. They very much can win this. They can't concede because they need to win. Let's see what they do. Dashes Monkey. Probably attacks with the team to Karn. Could go after me. They do go after me and Karn with 2 of these. This puts within bolt range. That's kind of why I wanted the Chalice. They find a mountain off the top. That would have been nice. I'd like to get this down in play. Everything returns to hand. All right. Well, that is a thing. Is it worth throwing a Fury away to it here? to keep Karn around. Let's do it. Let's do it. Clears the hand. They got to get rid of the bridge. It clears this stuff out of the way as well. Opponent hasn't used a counterspell so far. Make sure Ragavan stops attacking me in terms of the Chalice plus the bridge. So if they're able to get a Teferi down, bounce one of these, they kind of have to bounce both. I feel pretty safe now down ticking with Karn. I could down tick and get Worm Coil. I could down tick and get Liquid Metal Coating, start going after the lands. I feel like we've stranded 2 equipments in their hand as well, so that's good. 5 minutes on my opponent's clock. What we gonna do, opponent? Archmage Charm draws some cards. Finds a Plains, 2 mana. I do not have Spyglass, I have Pithy Needle. But they got rid of my Chalice and 1. They exiled it. Let's do a redraw here. Whoops. I'm actually going to go ahead and go get the Chalice that they exiled. That was on 1. I'm going to just put it back into play here. Stops Bolt, stops Ragavan. Stops me from playing Pithy Needle for Teferi, but I don't care. See if they have another Prismatic here for the Chalice. Maybe they exile the bridge here. Maybe they play Batterskull finally. There's Teferi. Bounce Chalice on 1. Shoot Karn. I like this. Opponents played well. And now they have Ragavan down. Nice. Good sequence. Oh, Flood Strand during our upkeep. Howl Fountain. Oh, Shocks in. All right. That was cool. Go ahead and put a Chalice back down on 1 past turn. 350 on my opponent's clock. Ups with Teferi. Gonna get rid of bridge. If we had Chandra plussing right now, we definitely wouldn't have the Chalice and we wouldn't have a bridge in play either now. Wow, I hit another land. All right, so Teferi's going to bounce this, and they're going to have the Cauldron complete. Chooses to hold up counter spell, it looks like. Seven mana way easy. Throw a Chalice on 2 for my good old friend over there. All right, so they can kill me, it looks like. Let's see how they do it. Solitude, that's good to know. So bounce and Cauldron complete for the kill. Nice. All right, opponent. You're gonna have to make some very fast decisions. Super fast. All right. Nothing crazy. A bunch of lands. Nothing crazy coming. This could have protection from black. It's kind of interesting. I feel like we take the Torques out, bring the Sanctifiers and even one more and get rid of a Cleansing. Might bring the Chalice back in because the game's going to be a shorter one probably. And cut this. Chandra's just not happening. I'm not going to worry about the Day of Judgments here. I don't think. Maybe I should. Yeah, let's do it. Let's kind of change it all the way up. Opponent's got to go quick here as well, so maybe they'll make a few mistakes playing fast. We do need to be careful of a Cauldron Complete. That could be something that would wreck us pretty early. Let's play first. And yep, we'll keep this hand. Boom Bust does the thing, Cascading Cataracts. Opponent mulls to 6, mulls to 5. That's not good for them. It's actually a pretty good hand. We could take this game away from my opponent easily. So what are we doing? Boom Bust and maybe Fury away a Darcy. Okay, land gone. Looking at this Seasoned Pyromancer. Basic planes for my opponent. Let's go ahead and get rid of, I think I'm just going to do Wrath of God plus Sunbaked Canyon here. Pass the turn. Nahiri's looking good. We got some creatures here. Stoneforge Mystic. Nothing. Dovin Veto, I will assume. Let's try to get rid of the blue. And away the blue goes. In for 3. Pass turn. Play a Nahiri. Uptick. No, I like both cards. Swing. All right, I think we got it. How do we add to the donation league queue? One moment while I attempt to nuke this person. Probably shouldn't have attacked. There you go. You can buy a league list and then you make a tip there at the Streamlabs once you've done that. I pair them up and then they're good. They go to the queue. All right, we win that match. It was a long one. Struggle for my opponent there in game 2. They did get the win and then had to mull to 5. We had this one pretty covered though. Nahiri come in. Seasoned Pyromancer doing its thing. Got there. 2-1. Consider making an MTGO tutorial. For what specifically? There's not too many things. I can't like teach you every item that could happen. What would it be? It's going good, Fran. How's it going? We're played 3-2 for the first league. We're in league number 2 here. Probably the last league of the night, but rocking it out as a 2-1. You know, blowing up some lands. Fun stuff. What was the match 2 lost to? Grixis Death Shadow. We've run into them twice. No companion for my opponent. Scalding Tarns. We're probably looking at maybe Murktide. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass turn. Love Flagstones. Flagstone's a great card. Although I might be playing Chalice in 1 first here. Oh, never mind. I'm going to blow up some lands. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. Chalice in 0 needs to happen. Oh, boy. Cycle. All right, flagstones. Attempt to boom bust first. Get rid of the green because that's fun. And Chalice on 0. If they have the force, they might force here. The Chalice on 0 should stick. There's the force. Chalice 0. Pass turn. Do you have another? Cycles. Resolves. Made opponent like a fiddle. Uh-oh. Shocks in. Why are they shocking in? Let's blow up that green source. Can I have that green source yet, opponent? Go ahead. Petty theft. Brazen borrower. Oh. Snap. They forced me. Dang. I didn't expect that one. Cycle. Uh-oh. Waker. Okay. We're good to do Karn downtick relic here. We need to clear that graveyard out of there. It's getting kind of spooky. No! No, 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 no! Karn! Don't take Karn. Take this card. Dang it. That happened. Sup, Emrakul. Sup, Emrakul. Oh man, petty theft, and I'm a goner. I'm a goner. I need to blow up more lands. I don't need Emrakul in my hand. Uh-oh, another land. Okay. Land drop. Season Pyromancer. We're trying to dig for answers. I know they have lands. Oh. Yes. Please feign at one time here. If we feign at one time, I can put a Chalice on 2. That would stop Petty Theft. It wouldn't stop Prismari Command. Let's go combat. We don't have anything that goes haste. I absolutely can put a Chalice on 2. I'll do this first, though. I'm going to put it on 2. If they have the Prismari command, they got me. But if they have Petty Theft, we block it. Chalice on 2 is a 4-mana spell. Chalice on 0 is a 0-mana spell. Chalice on 1 is a 2-mana spell. X on the stack. Convert a mana cost or mana value for the new folks. All right, we did it. We did it. Let's bring this relic in. Doesn't stop what I want it to. Let's bring some Day of Judgments in. Chalice can get in here too. Braids aren't very good at all, so we'll probably just cut those. Yeah, Sanctifier is not what you want. A couple of Wrath effects here. We'll see what happens. Luckily, I got a Chalice here, so we'll keep this hand. But yeah, game 2 and game 3 might be a little bit difficult. I have a feeling this might go to game 3. Depends. Opponent's mulliganing. They probably now have Petty Theft, Prismari Command, Force of Negation, Force of Vigor, sorry, and the Evoker Creature. You know, probably got it all. But we have the Chalice. That's what we do. Good luck, opponent. Oh, Ingot Chewer. Okay. I haven't seen Ingot Chewer in a while, but apparently that is what our opponent's playing. And they did find it. Let's ramp ourselves here. Nice find. See if we can get the relic in play. Resolves. It's good. Seems worse than Foundation Breaker, the Ingot Chewer. Yeah, because doesn't Foundation Breaker also hit a doesn't it also hit enchantments? I guess this is kind of nice in case you're playing a lot of Blood Moons. You know, Blood Moons are scary. Look at this beautiful hand right into the grief. Look at that beautiful hand into grief. Oh, go ahead. Take one. Usually Cheer's usually a one of. Yeah, I mean, most of this stuff in here is usually a one of. I think I'm going to risk playing Nahiri into play here. We're going to do that and not pitch Fury. And I think the reason I want to do this is, realistically, I don't care if 3 damage comes in here. And if my opponent can cycle, let's just say one thing, right? Cycle one thing and then Cascade. They have 1 creature, maybe 2 if they hit a land. So they have 2 creatures. I have a Fury that comes back, kills whatever shows up. Then I have Fury that I can hardcast and Fury that I can exile to. So this attacking for 3 is like nothing at this point. And I'm going to apparently get a Chalice in a few turns, but... Right, land destruction is too strong. It's greater than Abzan, but we're not playing against Abzan. All right, we got match 5 here. I think Last God... No. Was it Donnie? Donnie called for the 4-1, right? But KO Diamonds is here? Why would you be mean to KO? Why you gotta mean to KO? I am a noble or a knight of the Abzan table. I've been knighted by the king. So what are you gonna do about that? What you gonna do about that? We got knighted. We need a co-stream, KO. It's for noble. There we go. I'm a noble. When are we doing our co-stream? When are you available? These trying 2022s. The ex-Abzan king must be dunked on. I don't remember knighting anyone. All right, match 5. Let's get this 4-1. Feels like we're warmed up. We beat the 3-2 league, and this has got to be the 4-1, right? Reverse route. We're playing first. Let's talk offline. All right. Let me just disconnect my internet here. Disconnect. What, the stream stopped? The end result is the same? Three 3-1 into the final match every time. Keep. Playing against Luris. I'm going to braid some monkeys here. Wait, you're cutting your dog's fur? We just brush our dog. No cutting. Of course, Last God. We stream Monday.
Thank you for the Friday stream.
We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're obviously live right now. It's the feel good. Does Evan not stream on Fridays anymore? Did he ditch you all? Stomping Ground. Ooh, John Death Shadow? Told you there'd be a monkey to slay. Oh, he takes Fridays and Tuesdays off. So you're telling me I should continue my Tuesday streams I've been doing lately? Okay. I don't even know how to respond to that, KO. All right, I'm gonna just F6 here. I think the Abrade should be okay and won't have some random protection spell or whatever to save Ragavan. I could be very wrong, but I don't also want to kill this and have them just dash one brand new Ragavan in. So let's try to kill it this way. Definitely very Jund. Pow. Down for more fluffy Tuesday streams? Here comes the Tarmogoyf I can't kill. My body's ready. Sometimes I wonder why I even play Magic. All right, Chalice on 1, not a bad draw here. They're going to attack Nahiri, down tick, kill Tarmogoyf, and on we go. 3/4 dies to a Fury. If you evoke properly. I guess evoking wouldn't have mattered. There's a monkey down there. Haha, I got him with the Chalice on 1. They don't know what to do, but die. Ooh. Oh, my knee. It popped. Whoa, Saga. Hold on, opponent. We're doing this whole Jund Saga thing. Yeah, I know. I know what you try to do over there. I don't know what I want to do about this Saga. What I could do is Karn down tick, go get Tormod's Crypt, keep the graveyard kind of quiet. I've got 2 Nahiris. I think I'm supposed to just throw a Nahiri away here to the tapped Tarmogoyf. Force them to attack the next one, maybe even Nahiri, and kill that one. Because I have a lot of pillage or Abrade style effects, so the constructs don't worry me, and whatever Planeswalker hating Pithing Needle that they have, I don't really care about either. This could kill it as well. It is an enchantment after all. You think it's better than killing the Goyf? Maybe. You might be right. I mean, the Goyfs would grow though, right? Because now they're a 4/5. I mean, like, I have an Abrade, so I don't think the Saga is as threatening as it looks. I don't think so. We'll play experiment here. I'm eating both Goyfs. They're gonna make 2 constructs and then go get like Pithy Needle and then ignore Nahiri. And then I'll have Nahiri that can downtick 1 more card here because they're gonna ignore it because they're probably gonna get Pithy Needle or something ridiculous. And like I said, I have 2 more Abrades, 3 or 4 pillages. I've got Furies. These just seem easier to kill. Look, Spellbomb. Look at that. Karn eats that for lunch. We'll just pass turn here and plan to Abrade. No Needle main. I'll be very honest. I don't know why you wouldn't play Saga and Needle, but oh, there's another Tarmogoyf. Well, that got interesting. Things are getting interesting here. Extra Tarmogoyf. Yeah, Tarmogoyf's getting big. We can fix that. It's not hard to fix. Karn down tick. Wow, I paid life because I don't respect my opponent. All right, let's get the bridge here. Opponent's going to hit us for a decent amount. I have a feeling they're going to send something at Karn, though. Getting the bridge there so I can maybe bridge Seasoned Pyromancer. Could also bridge, just wait, then do Karn. I don't respect Gen players either. Renin 6 is kind of nasty. Pings Karn. Tax Construct 5 at me. I'm going to 9 instead of 10. Getting dangerous. It's getting dangerous. Play bridge past turn. Like to get this into play. Whoa, Fran, be careful. Kay was gonna be upset about that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Just going to go ahead and take the draw. Hey, look, it's Nahiri. Could get rid of the Saga. All right, now we'll get rid of the Saga. Oh man, there's Abzan versus Jund talk in the channel, and all we're doing here, there's conflict between the two tricolors. Meanwhile, I'm the one that plays Blood Moon all the time. All right, they're gonna throw the Spell Bomb, I think, at the Nahiri, which is fine. Shrinks the construct here. Because I'm smart? Oh, thank you. Whoa, they didn't throw it. They're just gonna attack with the construct instead. Smart people play Blood Moon? Well, thank you. Smart. Exactly. We're all one big mono red happy family. I'm almost dead. It's getting scary in here. I'm at 5. They have a spell bomb. Lucky I have a chalice. Okay, they shot Nahiri. I feel better about that. And Bobble. I don't care about Bobble. Both hate the rage. Let it flow through all of you. Ren 6 is going to kill me, isn't it? Ren 6 is going to kill me. Try to play Karn here. I'll probably use Bobble. They don't use Bobble. I'm going to balance. No, I can't balance the game at 1, can I? Let's do it this way. Pass turn. I do not have EE. I do not. Why would I play that card? Karn shuts off EE. The counter to EE is Karn. This is going to be close. I'm going to go to 2 here. Problem is I can't get a pithy needle out because of my chalice on one, but there's no way I can like let the chalice not be there for a second. I'm so close to dying. Two, three. Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's draw some new cards. Cool. Okay. We can do Downtick Karn, Greatest of Creators. Get Liquimetal. Upkeep Stop. Play Liquimetal. Fury. Blow up Renin 6 plus Construct. Take them off red. I know it shuts off. I'm being very silly. I'm being ridiculous. We got a new emote for that. I'm trying to get people to use the emote. It's the true battle on the stream. All right. Yeah, I mean they could have a chance here to go ahead and play a Renin 6 down if they have red mana here. I'm hoping to kind of avoid that for a turn. Bobble doesn't do anything, and they probably have a bunch of 1-drops. So now I need to hope that they don't have any way to randomly kill the chalice here. And if I can take them off red and then the Overgrown Tomb, I don't see a world that I'm losing in. Let's go ahead and cycle to see if I can find a Boom Bust or something. Let's keep the hand fairly empty here. Pass turn. All right. Got blockers. Chalice sitting on 1. Have I done it? Have I captured game 1? Preventing our opponent from playing Magic. It's looking like it. Unholy Heat hits the bin. All right. Get rid of this Overgrown Tomb. Obviously. All right. Opponent does concede. That's good. They're not waiting to find out what we have that kills them. It's in play. We just whittle them away very slowly. This Abrade could kill the Tarmogoyf as well, and then I can pick at them 1s and 2 damages. Okay. Sanctifiers are coming in. Day of Judgment, Wrath of God, and that's probably it. This is a Chalice matchup as well. Let's think here. Pillages and Cleansing Wildfires are not as good against the Renin 6 opponent. That's always frustrating. I think I'm going to get rid of the Pillages, hold Cleansing Wildfires, take 2, and then let's take... I think I've mostly taken 1 Boom Bust out when we start doing this. I'm really worried about Tarmogoyf and not being able to kill it very easily, but we'll see. The best win condition, absolutely shattering your opponent's will to continue playing the game. Fluffy Wolf 2, probably. There's a limited amount of fun in Magic, and less for them means more for me. I think I'd take a Boom Bust out. We want to leave the Abrades in, because although 3 damage doesn't always beat Tarmogoyf, Liquimetal Torque helps us with that. But we keep the Abrades in because that also kills Darcy and Ragavan, which is something we saw. Pillage, although it's nice. We're not like a Blood Moon list where, okay, if we kill a few, we can keep Renin 6 off the battlefield. And I hate, you know, turn 2, having done whatever, and our opponent's just like, cool, but I've got this going, so I'm going to keep upticking with Renin 6. Kept the hand because I have 2 Furies. It looked powerful. Maybe they'll Inquisition me. There's been a reasonable amount, Fran, that I actually haven't brought it in. You just happen to be here every time I bring it in. Are you bad luck? You making me bring my sideboard in? All right, we got the Chalice. Hopefully they don't Thoughtseize it, but high chance they are going to. they will 100% now take it. Trying to be greedy with the Fury, hoping to get a second card, but now that they see them, they're not going to play it. Bye-bye Chalice. Let's just hope that Thoughtseize bug exists and is hard-coded into Magic Online. I think the split is fine for this list because most times you're just trying to keep hitting them with a Boom Bust or whatever. Goodbye, Nahiri. And I don't think you always need to be trying to get Chalice on one in this scenario. I don't know. It was nice to, wow, they took a Fury. It was nice to have it as a bit of an option to go fetch with Karn once or twice. I don't know. I like the 3-1 split. But it's because on turn 2, you're doing a lot more of just land destruction, where like Red Prison would want all 4. Because on turn 2, you're trying to play a Chalice or Blood Moon down. It is interesting. We have in Ember, which I don't expect Fran to go read, but in Ember we talk in the Karn section of sideboarding, the relevancy in how many turns you would need in order for cards to be effective coming out from Karn. I know that's a lot of words, but generally speaking, like Torp Orb on turn 2 is really good against like spirits, but Torp Orb late game against something else might be better and it can stay in the sideboard. And so it's like evaluating those scenarios for whatever is the best. Anyway, Shadow Spear for my opponent, Ragavan. A lot of talk about that. Differences in terms of what's in the sideboard versus what is main board. I'm holding Fury here because I'm trying to be as greedy as possible. I also don't really have much if I just pitch it to Nahiri. So yeah, Darcy's gotten some value. I'd say, oh well. We'll have it next turn. Just hope they don't hit any Hail Marys here with the Ragavan this coming turn. And we'll have a Fury that probably will get bolted. But, you know, it's kind of the fun of Magic, right? Just watch it get obliterated. I mean, if it does get bolted, by the way, it's the last card in my opponent's hand. So there is that going for us, I suppose. They would just continue to dash and monkey, and Nahiri would just twiddle her thumbs. Bunch of fetching for my opponent. Hooks up Shadow Spear, lifelink trample. Dashing monkey. Yeah, it's good for us. We've been patient. We're taking 4, 12 mountain random cards in there somewhere. Luckily, I get to slam the Fury. Get rid of the Darcy and see what's going on here. They don't bolt in response. If they bolted in response and happened to find the spell that would make this larger, that would have been worth it in killing the Fury. So it wasn't a bolt in hand. Hey, look at that, Renin 6. What up, Renin 6, what up? It's funny because I want to attack this, but I don't. Because of monkey. Damn monkey. Maybe I can get a blocker. Monkey dashing is rough. Unholy Heats, 2 damage here. And then pings with Renin 6. Dash and monkey? Wow, look at that. Value play. All right. Well, top of the library was a Valakut Awakening. Doesn't really bother us that we missed that one. Can I get a Chalice on 1 and Nahiri? 2 Nahiris is just a little bit silly. A little bit silly deck. So it's tapped artifact, so it can't hit anything. Let's go up. A Braid or Chalice. Those would be good. Garbage. Garbage. Well, it's Ragavan. It's probably going to be a land, and it's something else. That being said, when they dash, oh, snap, it's Tarmogoyf. All right. That's a little bit bigger. I would have dashed in first so that you could see what I had, because then you'd have 4 mana and you can pick your own Nahiri or Karn. Not that Karn would do much for them. Sunbaked Canyon's missed for us. I'm just saying. I am almost dead. In a way, maybe they should just ping me. I could be dead next turn. No, Chalice cares about the converted mana cost up here. Dash is a ability or whatever it is. Oh, so many flagstones. I need an answer. Draw, discard. I have to go get Relic and it's a win. It's a potential win. Right? We have an exiled Emrakul, right? If I go get Relic here, instead of Bridge, I can shrink Tarmogoyf to 0 and Dashing Monkey is 2. Dashing Monkey hits me, puts me to 5. This puts me to 4 if they down. If they fail, they hit Nahiri. I have an active Karn. Less mana, no Shadow Spear. It's gotta be Relic. Did I bring Relic in? Shoot, did I? I didn't even look. It's because we have Relic right here. Woo! Look at this. If they don't touch Nahiri here, Big Spaghetti's gonna win this one. Played you earlier. Bad Luck Bandit. Just want to say your deck was really neat to play against. Well, thank you. We played some Nahiri Boom list. This one is from off the internet. But it's not much different than a Liquid Metal Torque list that we've played way back when. Upkeep Torque. Let's do it. Do it right here. Do it right there. Boom. You are correct. It should have been that. I forget Torque that has that other ability on it. I big dumb. Derpy Lizard. Big dumb. Lizard Brain. Why not Bridge? Because Nahiri can go get Emrakul and I can win. They have to see that they have to attack Nahiri. They get nothing off the top here. If they go at me, I can probably Relic. Now, we are playing into the potential of the top of their library was a Bolt. But like right here, perfect example. They've sent Tarmogoyf at Nahiri. They're going to go for me. I'm going to Relic Pop here. And unless this is a Bolt or something, this does 0 to Nahiri. Hits me. And we're going spaghetti. Going for spaghetti ride. Who's ready for a spaghetti ride? You want to know what's going to make this spaghetti ride the best ride? We're going to boom bust first. Please let me do all of this, opponent. Do not concede. No, you conceded. 4-1. It's a good record still. It's a good record still. Bust. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are gone. Uptick Karn here. Cool. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean board. Didn't quite get to do it. 4-1. Nahiri Boom here in Modern. And on our second league out, we improve. We improve and would have had a clean board. Opponent did concede. I mean, the writing was on the wall, chat. It was done. But hey, list is doing really well. I feel comfortable with the list. It's kind of interesting to not be playing a Blood Moon. A lot of red decks out there. Blood Moon obviously would have done pretty well against the Grixis Death Shadow and also that Jund one there at the end. But hey, we only lost. We battled Grixis Death Shadow twice and we won one, we lost one. That's where our loss came in the 4-1. Could have been a 5-0. Pretty sweet list though, and it's doing what it needs to. Sideboard's pretty good. I don't think I'd change too much. I think it's the right balance of the Sanctifiers for those pro-red matchups. Timely, we didn't bring in too much. That might be your flex slot, but every now and then it is good to gain a little bit of life. Main board, I do like this Chalice 3 split and 1 in the sideboard. It came in handy once or twice with Karn. Ironically, I think we got it and we put it on like 0, or we put it on 1 pretty quickly, so that came up. Maybe a Spyglass would be kind of nice over there. That's the one thing that I did kind of miss from the sideboard. Spyglass could probably just replace this card because this card just never wins games. Every time I see this, it's just the first thing to take out. But there you go. It is a red-white lockout list Nahiri Boom version here in Modern.